Why, please try to remember.
Yeah, the slightest detail, etc. Well, apart from the smell of those bandits who kidnapped me, yeah, nothing special. And this Jeremiah was spending his time complaining about working for the fart.
I think you mean the dart.
Yeah, whatever. Jeremiah said that they should all wait till the fart was released. It makes no sense, right?
Percy Fleming, you are charged with conspiracy to murder.
What?
You used Jeremiah Thorne in your little game because you didn't want your hands dirtied.
You're lying.
Jeremiah spoke to me before he died of how you ordered him to throw the bomb and, after its failure, to abduct me.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Shut up. I think that it's perfectly clear. Attacking Mr. Sherlock Holmes is one of the quickest ways to be hanged.
No, you can't do that. I'm an innocent man.
Constable, take him back to the cells.
Holmes, you simply have to face up to it. You need to have a serious discussion with Kate about her origins.
I can't.
No more excuses. She will learn soon enough that Alice is leaving. This other hidden secret. She will not forgive you.
She does not need to know why.
No? So she will blame you for Alice's departure. Is that what you want?
No, I certainly... It's as Kate said, I always do the wrong thing where she's concerned.
Now look here. I'll take care of your case once we're back at Baker Street.
Cabby, why have we stopped?
The road to the square is blocked, sir.
Why?
There's been a bad road accident.
Oh, splendid.
We'd better hurry. There may be injured who need help. His pupils are constricted, but they are moving. He is still alive. He has stopped breathing. There's no heartbeat. I'm... Thank goodness. This man will live. Holmes, don't just stand there. Do something.
Please move to a safer area, sir.
I would have died if not for you.
Please, help!
Thank you so much. see no visible injuries. Perhaps I could use a moment.
Oh, my head. Help!
Don't worry, I'm okay.
What do you make of this accident, Holmes?
I need help!
Thanks for your help. Please help me. My leg.
My name is Dr. Watson. Let me examine you.
It hurts.
There's some extreme bruising. No bones appear to be broken. I think that an improvised bandage will do for now. One moment, and I'll fetch what I need. Now, let me apply the bandage.
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor. Oh, my shoulder.
I'm a doctor. Will you allow me to look at your shoulder?
Ouch! Thank you for your help. Oh, thank
Holmes, it appears the police have arrested someone. Perhaps it is the person responsible for this disaster.
Oh, what a mess. Let me go.
You're talking nonsense.
Insulting a police constable, eh? That's quite enough.
What's happening here, Constable?
Mr. Holmes, this gentleman here is the fellow who built the scaffolding which collapsed and caused this accident.
That ain't true.
How were you hurt?
This hammer hit me on the leg.
How?
It flew out from the scaffolding I put up. When the damn thing collapsed, the hammer flew out and cost me
You
leg.
were standing over there at the time.
Oh, aye. Yeah, that's right.
So it would not have been possible for him to bring the scaffolding down, Constable.
Perhaps it was poorly constructed.
Oh, right. Yes, of course. And what made it fall? Perhaps it was you, waving around that rotten stick of yours.
You'll wind up getting a taste of it if you carry on like this.
One moment, Constable. The scaffolding here has been entirely dislodged. It is unlikely that this disaster could have been the fault of this gentleman. Allow me to inspect the area, and if you could possibly be of use, close off the surrounding section. Do not grant anyone access, nor allow them to leave. Is that quite clear?
Absolutely, Mr. Holmes.
This accident is a little unusual. I need to concentrate on the details. I must include all the participants in the accident sequence.
Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
Please. Not now. I'm in shock.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. This technical cab was involved in this tragic accident.
This is an absolute disaster.
The old gas lamps in this square have been upgraded to electricity. That's it. An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. Good day to you, sir. Would you mind answering some questions? I'm investigating this accident. Are you the driver of this cart?
Yeah. I was transporting vegetables from my farm to the London market.
What can you tell me about the accident?
I don't know. There was a collision, I felt the ground, I come over all dizzy.
What did you collide with?
That contraption up in front of me. He stopped all of a sudden and I tried to avoid him, but I wasn't quick enough.
Do you have any idea what might have caused this cab to stop so sharply?
No idea. What a bloody carnage.
This mechanism played a part in the accident, I'm sure of it. This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. The pumpkins fell here after the sprung cart collided. Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and my horse startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident? This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
The driver is dead. He was killed by the explosion. This cab was set on fire by the explosion at the lamp shop. Celebratory bunting. A common phaeton. An uncommon location. A dead driver. Another victim of the explosion. Celebratory bunting. This horse was blinded by the flag, causing it to bolt into the window. The overturned lamps may well have caused the fire and explosion. The rope holding the bunting was torn apart. A large section of it is now missing.
Mr. Holmes?
My poor leg.
This cab hit the scaffold and caused it to fall. This mechanism played a part in the accident.
What a bloody carnage.
Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
It all happened so quickly. There was an explosion and Miles startled and threw me back against those wardrobes.
An old sprung cart, which has seen better days. Those wardrobes fell like dominoes. This jaunting car would be capable of traveling at great speed. Might I ask you some questions regarding the accident?
No, you can't. Go away.
That's it. I believe I've enough information about this accident. Now let's recreate the sequence of events. That's it. The technical cab's sudden halt caused this disaster, but the lamppost fell down afterwards. So why did the cab stop? There's a metal strapping. A tattoo. I suspect it's from a gang. This man was killed by electricity, as shown by the distinct mark on his hand. This man was armed with a revolver. Webley, I suspect. This crank has been turned. Some kind of solvent. A piece of fabric drenched in solvent. Rasco. Yes, I know him. He's a small-time local criminal. A pneumatic hammer. Mud. Oof, smells bad. This cab was painted recently. A piece of fat. Some kind of solvent. Some kind of solvent. This cab was painted recently. There is some text underneath the paint here. Could be important. I'll need to find a way to remove it. Underground Electric Railways Company of London. There is some electrical wiring here beneath the manhole. A single glass containing traces of alcohol. An open bottle of cheap wine. I've not seen such a device before. The electrical charge which affected the technical cab came from here. I can see the technical cab very well from here.
Holmes, I was looking for you. I have an idea about the accident.
Never mind. This one is murder.
What?
What?
You? You're the murderer,
You're
eh?
off your head.
Are you sure, Holmes?
Oh yes, a murder and an accident, because the killer, by electrocuting the cab, created this chaos. And so this multiple crash is now our great chance.
Our great chance? Of what, Holmes?
The culprit could not have planned for this to happen, don't you see? And it is possible that he is still here due to the prompt arrival of the police. Now I see 5 men who could be our murderer. Let us take a look at the map. That's it.
My poor leg.
I've not seen a traffic accident like this, but
Constable, I suspect 3 people here. Take them to Scotland Yard for questioning.
As long as I don't leave empty-handed, all's good and well.
I know that look, Holmes. Have you found something new?
That's right. In order to trap the cab, the killer must have known the precise route it would take. Or even, that could suggest the cab must have set out not far from here, in this very street, perhaps.
Remarkable. Holmes, I'm terribly sorry, but I must go to the hospital now to help tend to the wounded.
I understand, Watson.
But don't forget our earlier discussion. About Kate.
This carriage was struck by the scaffold when it fell. There's a metal strapping.
This is an absolute disaster.
Fresh paint, but from something else. Mud. Oof, smells bad. There was a collision here. The technical cab collided and stopped here. The lock was forced. A trail of mud goes through the entire room. There's no space for this lockpick. A workshop. Saleable items are produced here. Mud. Oof, smells bad. It looks as though the carpet was placed here intentionally. An old access point to the sewers. an old access point to the sewers. I'd better not go in there. Metal powder. Looks like aluminium. A red powder. Given the circumstances, most probably iron oxide. Or just rust. Magnesium strips. The iron wall of the vault has been melted through. Still warm. So, it was the goal of Rasko's gang to rob the bank. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. The thieves have opened almost all of the deposit boxes. They must have taken a great many valuables. An old map of the sewers with a red cross. This vault belongs to the Bank of England. All of the licorice has been eaten. These barrels are empty and unsealed. Metal rings. They're used to hold the barrel in one piece. A banknote. Dry, so it hasn't been here very long. This cigarette stub is dry. It was discarded fairly recently. Murad, quite a popular brand of cigarette. The tobacco's aroma is still strong. It's sweet and nutty. The thieves used these barrels for the loot, which they then threw into the water. I need to warn Lestrade about this.
Ah, Mr. Holmes, we have a slight problem.
What happened?
One of the suspects, Mr. Reginald Butcher, has escaped. It was after we asked him to put his belongings in the evidence room. I'm sorry.
How did he escape?
He hit me in the face. Took me by surprise, you know, otherwise I...
Of course. That's all?
Just before he left the yard, he shouted, "Sorry, I'll come back later."
Sorry, I'll come back later.
He could have said that without punching me.
Is Inspector Lestrade here?
No, he will be absent for a couple of days. Can we keep this incident between us?